Woo, man. Cox got drugged good yesterday. Whoa. Cox down, tub troll down in the hot tub, Studio C. Having to do it upright for you guys. Authenticate. Oh, what? Authenticate. Oh man, you guys authenticate. You guys want me to authenticate? Oh, dude. Please turn on your camera. Authenticate. What? Oh, jeez, here we go. I got to authenticate before I can record and upload, guys. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. So for people that don't believe Mr. Cox, Studio C reporting from the major dragging that happened yesterday of the shill narrative and new alignments and allegiance going on. It's been great. Mr. Boohoo effect, the DooDoo effect, man, hasn't had views like that in months. Fully exposed, everybody. Mr. Cox is so done. Hopefully you can hear me. Gotta tub troll it out here. Woo, man. Oh, dang. But anyways, wow. Fully dragged yesterday. Great narrative. Good job. We'll go through the comments and some of the video that has come about from this massive exposure. Cox fully exposed. Oh man, just horrible. Deflective Gomez, a character on the internet, totally done. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, thank you for authenticating, Mr. Cox. You are now allowed to upload on the government-approved platforms. Oh man, hey, it's great being here today, guys. Right on. Oh yeah. Well, I think we'll just start right here. Man, you getting some traction there, DooDoo effect. You know, I was going to say in the last video that actually, 220 views on that other video you did. That's all right, you know? I mean, it's nothing in comparison to my 15 to 21,000 views on my first channel. But, you know, I don't think that really matters. It really doesn't. But it matters to you guys. That's why I said it. Anyways, man, this guy is just... What they did is they drugged me all day yesterday. Now they're setting it in. Now they're doing the berry with the sock accounts, right? From either China, Cowzette, Fellowmon, Nicola, J-Man. I mean, dude, these guys are like serious, right? This is crazy. Here, before we get into it, let's go show the comments here. Already this morning, they're on it. They're on it. Well, we can't see who that is. I don't know who that would be. Right? Oh, Peeping Tom's Place. CMN, Aaron's gatekeeper on minor attracted persons related matters. No, it seems like you guys are like the most obsessed with it and can't seem to like take care of the problem because you're too busy chasing around characters. And it seems as though you're promoting, okay, do a lot of people. It looks like you're promoting for the sickos to entrap people into your little game and trap, to be able to call people sickos and pedos and every day, right? And you got Dr. Dork, right? Of course, he's going to jump in. Now check this out. Wow, they're serious with these sock accounts. Films little girls on public buses and Aaron's #1 fan. Wow. That's a great sock account. That's some BS, right? No, I think there's some women out there, maybe Nicola, I think is my #1 fan, just to let you know. And this guy or girl or whoever it was, yeah, I knew you were just another account from the other side to act cool, then later on be able to do this. I used to go to Aaron's channel, but not anymore. I unsubscribed. Oh my gosh, we lost 3 subscribers yesterday. Amazing. Good job. Oh, more. Wow. Yeah. Woo. Advocating. Oh yeah, put it in there with Mr. Cox in the closet with my raccoon skinned hat. All right. And, oh, yeah, right here. This is pretty good. Right? They're on it. That must be Yaxley, because that account, or maybe even J-Man, or maybe China, because he likes to stay up all night and, you know, get to work early in the morning before he racks out, right? You know it's not Dacone, because he's probably sucking his thumb right now next to his girlfriend, right? That doesn't really give a shit about his past, which is interesting, right? But, woo, yeah, Doc's Cux's compound. Oh, yeah, put it in there. Right? So, yeah, that's more than likely Yaks because of the time zone. So, Boohoo Effect, do you like to have people around you from the dark side, right? He's trying to say in this video here, he's trying to say that I should just go ahead and align with Tracy and everybody, but no thank you. Didn't want to. Busted out Yax's and Dacone stuff a long time ago. More than Boohoo Effect ever tried to. You know what I'm saying? Oh, weird, interesting, right? Nice big play fight LARP between Troll Slop Drools and Tracy and Boohoo. Maybe so Boohoo can go in and get the lowdown on Agent 19 and Katie. Be their friend. Always leave one behind. Right? Here, let's get into this video. This is too good to pass up.
Yes, the Boohoo Effect here.
The shill. Wait a minute. Let's get that good. Yes, the shill cry effect.
Yes, the Boohoo Effect here.
Uh-huh.
You know, I was thinking, since Pedo supporter over there,
oh
Aaron,
wow,
since he's been floating around, you know, he likes to hang around the fringes in this corner of the internet.
Oh yeah,
I'm familiar with. Since Pedo Man Aaron.
Oh yeah. Whoa. Just because you look into a case and you find some pattern and anomalies, and who is this guy? Right? I don't know who they're trying to say that is, which is interesting. No, I'm actually in the hot tub right now, and you know, it'd be great to, instead of you know, busting you guys out, it'd be doing some real motorboating there, Ronnie. Right? Like, it used to happen. I'm a little more serious in my projects these days, and let's just say have certain trust issues with women because of the way some Christians act and the way some witchy poo-poos act, right? Oh my gosh, dude. Whoa, right? Social media screwed up women. Anyways, holy cow, man. These guys are so serious.
You know, is into that sort of thing. Supports, defends.
Wow.
You know, white knights for pedos, actual.
Wow, white knights for
convicted pedos. I was thinking, why doesn't he get with Tracy? I mean, that's what that group's about.
Oh, wow.
Tracy's always willing to recruit new, you know, little fellow gangsters to further her cause and agenda to stalk and obsess with women, you know, and then, of course, myself, that dumped her. But why doesn't he get with her? I mean, she's got night sabers, you know, somebody that's pretending to be a little girl. She's got Dacone.
Dacone. You got Yax, right? You got Yaxley, more than likely your fellow Mon, and Chinada, and you know what's interesting? They even got to use my papa's picture, man. Oh, when they got it from their trans investigation from my Facebook back in 2016, huh, J-Man or China, both maybe, tacos, right? She's up in there helping you guys out. Even though it's okay for her tacos to scream rape on Agent 19's panel, that's all right, huh? Wow, yeah, just drag Mr. Cox all day long, man. Woo, yeah. This is so much fun. Let's keep going.
You know, that is not even allowed to see his own daughter. Let's see, she's got trollop rules, pretending to be a man. Or, excuse me, pretending to be a woman that is a man. And Tracy herself, that pretended to be her, well, she says 15-year-old daughter. I mean, it could even started earlier. Who knows how long Tracy's been on the internet doing that under the guise of being her own daughter. It could have started on sociopath.com at a very, very early age.
Wait a minute. This guy is so programmed seriously, like, he is so worried about hits, clicks, and views, and maybe even monetization one day, and been doing it for so long. Who knows? But man, he is running a good shill narrative here. And what's interesting, and we'll go through the other video, right, all the comments, and he's talking about aligning with people, but his videos were played and posted all over the place, you know, through this dumbed down YT platform you guys think you're running like a gang, right? But everybody else is in a gang, right? But anyways, yeah, Boohoo Effect, DooDoo Effect, Foo Effect, whatever you want to call them, was promoted all over the place with PDF, right? You got these guys all with PDF yesterday, Wrenched Up, Mad Max's, right? And guess what? That's exactly what we wanted to do, is run the Fellowmon and all this shill crew right into the other shill crew so they can either bust each other out again, right? Just like they did with Eric Spitfire and the main supporter of the rodent, huh? Huh, DooDoo Effect. You didn't know that, huh? Fellowmon was doing damage control for the main supporter of the rodent. This guy right here needs just a second. Get it lined up. Oh, wow. This guy right here.
Oh, yes. 2019 and 2020 makes 2 years, and it is thousands of dollars, and you're looking at it.
Yeah, the main supporter.
I donated all that for attention.
Here's April 5th.
There you go. I think there's one more. Let's check this one out.
Now he's going to show you the PayPal I gave him for 2020. Now start calculating the money here. The video I've been playing the last 10 minutes was from 2019. Now with his own lips, he's going to tell you how much more money he scammed from me. Let's listen to rest.
Scammed. Wow, you know, you guys really do some good damage control for the main supporters that also do damage control and white knighting for major sickos like Mr. Connors and the rodent. Isn't that amazing? All of these guys were white knighting yesterday with poor Dirt Farmer, right? Getting wrenched up, dropping links. Also have been wrenched up with Dacone, Flathead, the guy's voice you just heard. But that's not going to be important because the DooDoo Effect can only take watching a couple of minutes of these videos, right? Okay.
You know, Aaron would get along just fine in that group, I assure you. So it would be quite the group. I would have to call that group the...
Dude, this guy doesn't even have to, like, fantasize about me. He's already in with the Pedo Promote Force and Defense Force. Just saying, from yesterday, great alignments being made.
Into one label, the Pedo Group.
Uh-huh.
You know, Aaron, it's kind of funny. I think it's hilarious that you had to rip that video of me toasting. You failed to mention, Aaron, what I was toasting about.
No, because he explained it himself, what he was toasting to, but main reason why I'm showing is some type of a creeper with gloves drinking a shot out of a skull glass that is saying he's exposing the dark. In his Phantom of the Opera mask, Esteban type freaking long hair, and if you know who Esteban is, and what's Fabio type long hair, and the same type of Foo Effect attitude as Fabio, right? But he's already been aligned for a long time with the Pedo Promote Force and Defense Force. We just ran them into each other recently because the dark side also helping the main supporter of the rodent and helping the rodent, platforming him, yes, poor Dirt Farmer, and helping him try to win a case against Mr. 303, which they lost. Which, that sicko, you guys are really up in arms about, that isn't doing anything about him, what you're doing is enabling that guy so he can keep on stalking Mr. 303 and his family and trying to put them on camera and children on camera and drive by their house and put them on camera. Isn't that interesting? And when that main sicko there, the guys you guys just love to promote, right? Man, when he's just filming children and cruising around the college there in Fort Collins, man, you guys are on it, mirroring them, right? Not doing nothing. Just saying.
Toasting how I exposed pedo supporter.
Wow.
Which is you. Do you remember? That's why I took the toast.
It's interesting because in the next video we'll go through, he gets his plural and singular messed up. Just because I pointed out some anomalies that, you know, are, well, were overlooked for some reason, and a detective getting fired and losing his qualified immunity. Interesting. We're going to be going through a little bit of that in this video. Thanks for joining in, by the way.
You call me a closet alcoholic. You know, I got to thinking about that. That's a very interesting word to describe.
Yeah, you know what I'm interested in, DooDoo effect, is what you do is when you get around to it, right? And this has been my past request, like with Nick Cook, okay? If he could make public the video where he says he's got the evidence I attacked him, but it was only public for like a few hours, right? Then they locked that back down, right? I'm wondering if you would be able to publish your video, Mr. DooDoo effect, on Mr. Cox, where you were spazzing out drunk, trying to act like me in a spastic state. That's my request. That way I can, I don't think I was able to get that. When you're in a drunken stupor, remember? You probably don't. Mr. Kegstand.
My so-called addiction, in which you know that's not true.
Oh.
You have to retaliate on something. That's what you come up with? Yeah.
Well, yeah. Since you guys like to point things out, especially when I've got the credentials and you don't, and the training to look into some things to go, something doesn't make sense here, right? And let's send this guy a bag of dog food so we can get people talking about it later, right? And lo and behold, all it took was a 5 or 7 minute video published for 15 minutes about 3 years ago now, maybe even longer, published for 15 minutes, and man, does it get used on the daily basis since then. It's been great. Been awesome. Oh yeah, by the way, my 15 to 21,000 hits wasn't for drama, but it sure created a lot.
Think about it, closet. Who was the one that white knighted for Beware Mouse so valiantly?
Wow, that would be Flathead Corruption Watch, the main supporter that, the story gets mixed up between Brian King and Fellowmon. See, Brian King said that Flathead, the main supporter there, we just, thousands of dollars, 2019 and 2020, but he didn't even bother going through probably 2017, 2018, right, of all of his donations to that sicko, right? So when Brian King says, oh man, Flathead left that group when he finally figured out he's trying to say around 2019 is when the main supporter left, right? But then Fellowmon says, because he white knighted for him and doing damage control, says that Flathead Corruption Watch left as soon as he found out about the charges, which would have been in 2018. Isn't that interesting? The story doesn't quite match up, right? So is PDF, Poor Dirt Farmer, this is a question also for the DooDoo effect, right? Is Poor Dirt Farmer and you the only ones allowed to try to set people up? for some reason, they do think that way. Let's continue. Let's go.
And who is best friends with CMN.
Best friends.
Who was caught.
Wow, I think DooDoo Effect has been best friends with some really shady people. State actor types. I won't mention any names there, but they're in the videos yesterday, and the day before, and the day before, and the day before.
You know, scoping out and trolling these girls, trying to come on to them, you know, in a sexual orientation.
Wow,
manner, right?
he's gotta peddle it like it's in real time and it happened in real life and on the streets. And see, this is some really good state actor fantasy. I'm loving it.
Maybe, Aaron, I was thinking, why would you come flat out and admit on a public forum, the worldwide public internet, that you purposely supported a convicted pedo, a registered pedo?
Well, I sent him dog food to troll a lot of people, and I did that because at first his story was kind of convincing, and then it changed dramatically. Then, once his son gave his testimony down the road, even before Flathead left and still giving him money in 2020, right? Wow, the son's testimony came out, and even the way the rodent was trying to do damage control, because they said it was coming. And that damage control, oh, dude. And then the testimony of his son sounded convincing, and I was like, well, that's all I need to confirm some of my suspicions, so now I can start looking at the corruption side of this case. See, weirdos have to focus, right, on the most gross to try to get people to not watch your channel. So there's these weirdos out there that are projecting wearing kidnapper gloves and drinking shots out of skull glasses, celebrating that they can go around and call people sickos, pedos, and supporters for not really looking in or really knowing the background, just being used like a state actor puppet. There you go. It's
Could
pretty.
you be, and I'm surmising here, but that word that you brought out, it's interesting. Closet. Somebody that hides what they're doing, right? That can't quite come out with who they really are. Kind of like Trollop Rules. He's a closet cross-dresser, right? Right,
yeah, and I think you're a closet tranny too. So, just my opinion. Sorry, dude, with your Fabio hair and your Phantom of the Opera mask, thinking you're cool in the middle of the night, getting toasted out after work, right? I mean, he's not the only one that does that. You know, I just hope that he's not hitting the sauce like Page B after he buys the liquor in the store on the way home driving. Everybody that knows the Page B story. There's a lot of pattern going on here, especially with characters promoting liquor. Right, zombies?
You know,
right, Page B?
Woman, right?
Okay.
But are you a closet pedo? I'm asking you. Aaron, of course you're not going to admit it.
Oh, well, no, not at all. As a matter of fact, let's put it this way, all right? In the next video, you'll see the comment from Not So Crazy Lady trying to say, oh my God, this guy got fellatio on a dirt road. Going down a dirt road. Abused a young girl. Whoa, wait a minute. I've told that story before. It was my 30th birthday, okay? And by the way, no, I'm not into underage and younger chicks, because on my 30th birthday, your dirty 30s, right? This isn't so much bragging, because I didn't ask for it. All of a sudden, it was a birthday present, and I'm getting some road homage, dirt road homage, down a dirt bumpy road, not at night, during the middle of the day, in the backwoods, cruising around, having a good time. And all of a sudden, you know, being given a birthday present, and even if I said no, it was too late. But the girl, check this out, was older than I was. Wow, I like dating older women. right? Because there is like a maturity gap there. It seems as though I'm not into younger women like these guys are for some reason. I bet you Boohoo, man, you know what, Boohoo? I wonder if he is doing all this projection to help do damage control for China and Jason Goodman. I bet you anything it is, because you know what? I wonder if they went to the same parties where they had some 18-year-old girls. Huh, Boohoo? Do you know about that, Boohoo? Probably not.
Purposely defended a pedo. Could you be a closet pedo since you support that?
Wow, absolutely not, you freak. Wow, right? And like I said, in the next video, you'll see how he, or maybe it's in this video, you'll see how he gets his plural and singular messed up, when this is really the only serious case besides Mark Connors that I looked into, because guess what? Some of these weirdos, because just Mr. Cox trying to express my freedom of speech, has run into some really weird MFers that tried to be buddies with me. Like the other side of life, huh, guy? Right? Oh, here we go.
Through
this guy right here.
Could you be a closet pedo? I ask you again.
Wow.
Why is that so far-fetched? That would not be a stretch, in my opinion.
All right, so I'm not the one that has to wear kidnapper gloves and hide behind a Phantom of the Opera mask. Okay, shown my credentials a few times, right? And many other things just along the way, even to your buddy Yax on DooDoo Effect. He's not gonna suffice to that, even though he called me stolen valor. Oh, right? Oh, did that stick for you, Yax, or did that just make you look even worse when you said you were gonna, even just like when you said you were gonna do a drone strike on Mr. Cox because I had my camera on in a private hangout, right? That was that roundabout I was going through, huh, Yax? Was a great place to do a drone strike. That's what he said. It's like he was joking. But the only one that kind of laughed and gave a chuckle was Malibu. Scotty kind of seemed quiet about that, interesting enough, and I don't know if there was anyone else on that call. But Mr. Cox turns on my camera and I go, shh, I just showed you. Wow, look where I live. This is a beautiful spot. And Yax goes, oh, did you just go through a roundabout? Yeah, I did. Oh, he goes, oh, that'd be a great place to do a drone strike on you. Like he was just joking, but he actually wasn't, because of the way, let's say Malibu gave the little chuckle. It was the same type of chuckle that she gives when she's saying, well, she's trying to deflect away from how in love she was with Mr. Cox at one point. Why else would she need to, go on and on and on about this love LARP with Dank that she said she didn't do, but we have the proof of even her admitting to it. I mean, this stuff's great, you guys. This is just wonderful.
Okay.
Brings out a lot,
think about
DooDoo.
that, Aaron. And, if you think that you're going to, intimidate me, how you're going to exchange with me video after video.
Oh, well, you gave Shizzle a little more attention there for some reason, just like you do with Troll Op Rules. But when it comes down to me swinging back at this guy's bullshit, he runs. He runs. Seriously runs.
That doesn't bug me. You can make 10 videos. That doesn't,
okay,
mean anything to me.
Okay, well then don't have a mass struck like a little puss bag, okay, DooDoo Effect?
You're gonna back me off, all right?
Okay.
I see that you mentioned Skype. I only skimmed through, just watched just a minute of that chopped up video with various video clips from other creators. But you know the rules.
No, that was some stuff that I put together myself by making comments and participating, and that's usually the way it works. When you participate, you can, use more on a fair use basis there, DooDoo Effect.
On Skype. Remember,
the Foo Effect in his Skype. He's got to have his Skype.
Goes to the path.
What did he say?
From other creators. But you know the rules.
Oh, wait a minute. That's some total projection. He's using videos from other creators. Dude, that's what the next video, we're going to go through the comment section. all slap videos from Fellowmon, Dankus, Norsac Maniac, all the UPK server dorks, and associated somehow with Mr. Thomas Slowburgers, huh, Dankus? Huh, Dankus?
Skype. Remember, the initiator goes to the path that he can to reach me, right?
No, actually, I wouldn't have said anything unless you initiated first. But, you know, I just put it to the test in Shizzle's chat where I was calling him a foo-foo effect and just saying, I think you're all trolling each other, right? And then all of a sudden, here comes the videos from foo-foo effect.
All right. So anyways, I do have your words. I have your works.
Yeah.
Whom you support.
Wow.
Okay.
See how he tries to peddle it real time like it's happening right now when, like I said, as soon as, and this is what people don't want to hear for some reason, not being invited onto anybody's panel to tell my side of the story. It's always get hit from behind, huh, the cone, slow cone, blown engine to cone, wanting to hit people in the back of the head, huh? Because I wonder why. Is it because they're so desperate to keep their narrative going and not get their LARP busted up, huh?
I have
Dooder?
face. I have
Doodoo.
I have the goods.
Yeah.
Aaron, I have the goods.
He's got the slap videos from Fellowmon and all these other dorks.
Are chasing ghosts, like always.
Oh.
All right, since way back when I first come onto this platform, calling out worthless creeps, degenerates like yourself.
Wait a minute, chasing ghosts, but I'm the one that goes into some of these scenarios for, like, let's do a deep background on this one, right? Oh my gosh, and these guys are the one chasing around characters for some reason, deflecting away from the main reel, like even, you know, DooDoo effect. Why haven't you jumped on with Dinkus and Fellowmon on the Dave Tadashini train and really torn up some sickos? I'm wondering why. Is it because you guys need them there? I think so. You got to go through Twitter drop number 9.
They chase ghosts, and they're going to continue to chase ghosts. You see, what you're failing to realize is I prepared for people like you, okay?
You again.
Sicko
There it is.
star-
There it is, the dark side. People like you.
that are stuck on certain people, that are obsessed with certain people, like yourself with
Obsessed.
Malibu, right? Now, keeping in mind, you know, Malibu, she is the cause of her own demise, ultimately. It's her that's antagonizing these other people that troll her. But, nonetheless, you can control your obsessive behavior, can't you? Or maybe you can't. Maybe that's why it's obsessive.
Well, it boils down to their foo-foo effect when a witness, okay, gets killed or a victim gets killed nefariously right around court season, right? But that's something else they gotta suppress. Okay, you probably don't realize that. And that's not the first case I've actually come around where a witness has disappeared. Oh man, not good, right? You know, or gets killed nefariously right around court season. So maybe that witness doesn't bust out the police department and the sicko all in one. Let's take them all down. Because somehow, for some reason, in multiple police departments, it seems as though the sicko and the police departments and even the prosecutors and the city council and the mayors need their sickos around. I wonder if that's to wear kidnapper gloves and have a kidnapper van like that sicko in Fort Collin. Right? Huh. It makes me wonder, really, by all this projection, deflection, and state actor just like bullshit, dumbed down, government narrative spewed crap, that if we maybe found another sicko that Fellowmon and China have to protect in White Knight for, just like they are with the cone. Interesting.
Right. Yeah, but you see, you have no excuse for that, Aaron, because you choose to.
What do we have no
obscure.
excuse for?
Can't you? Or maybe you can't. Maybe that's why it's obsessive, right?
Oh, yeah, obsessive.
Yeah, but you see, you have no excuse for that, Aaron, because you choose to obsess with Malibu.
Whoa.
What's the matter? Did your fantasies not pan out?
Whoa.
Did you fall for Malibu?
Dude, that lady, I might be into older women, but that is granny status and off limits. Right? Wow. Again, someone that I tried to help believe their story at first. Here's the pattern. Right? And all of a sudden, you're getting used in their LARP. And guess what? It all seems like they're connected crews trying to do damage control for their characters that you're supposed to, well, you're not supposed to chase around those characters. Like Connors and Tadashini and, right, the Rodent, Clovis, Edward S. You're not supposed to chase those characters around. It's who they say you're supposed to chase around, right? And bust out, and this is who we're doing it to now, and drag the shit out of Cox. Man, you guys did a pretty good dragging. That was a great attempt yesterday, but we're going to bust you out on your shit. Just saying.
What, turned psycho on you or something?
Whoa, who turned what? Wait a minute.
What's the matter? Did your fantasies not pan out? Did you fall for Malibu? She, what, turned psycho on you or something?
Whoa, yeah. I'm glad that he could admit that. Yeah, she definitely turned psycho, especially DooDoo effect, when I sent her the article on Justin Hess, where it was trying to pinpoint that Agent 19 and Katie were the ones that suicide trolled Justin Hess, right? And got him to go ballistic, when that's not really the case. But Malibu runs with it, even though I told her, now listen, I don't know about the validity of this. Oh yeah, they tried to pin it on Dave Acton too, and they kind of left Monograph out, I think, of that one for some reason, right? For some reason. But it's interesting that that they try to say, well, Malibu ran with that those must be her suicide trolls, the Agent 19 and Katie crew. But you contradicted yourself there yesterday. Boohoo effect. And we'll get back into that.
It's odd that you are so, I don't know. Sounds like you're kind of scorned to me, embittered. You also have that in common with Tracy.
No, what I am pissed off about is victims that have been weaponized. Okay? To, fulfill certain agendas, and then they've got such bad Stockholm syndrome, like the not so crazy lady, that she aligns with her either captors or her masters so she can have a little cat lady trailer. Okay? And then she's spewing government narrative bullshit for a veteran. And also, we'll go through it next video. She white knights for, I believe, a captain or a prison guard that's a decorated veteran that was a prison guard, or still is, or was, at the Pahrump Federal Prison, where the Bundys spent 2 years incarcerated before they were exonerated and let go. But I'm wondering if that not so crazy lady was put in there as damage control, since you like to align with her, and she did damage control for Flathead Corruption Watch, the main supporter of the Rodent. I wonder if she's doing damage control for Pahrump Federal and them torturing the Bundys while they were in there. I'm just wondering.
Scorned and embittered.
That's a little scorn,
she
huh?
Can relate to you.
Yeah, these guys don't care about people that are tortured. These guys in jail. These guys don't care about police using children, underage kids, as CIs and molesting them. And I'll play the video. These guys aren't interested in that. So when I finalized my findings on the Rodent case and left way before the main supporter, right? And just walked away for a while. Well, it was Fellamont still watching, right? And all these guys still watching and trolling. Because it's that gross, right? I'm not interested. I finalized my part of that investigation after the son gave his testimony. It was convincing what he said, what his father was like, and it also lined up a lot of the lies he was trying to spew that we needed to catch him on. Because why? Well, we also wanted to find the main supporter, because guess what? Leads to PDF, leads to Falling Bomb, leads to Citizen Z. Wow. All having to align with that sex offender to help beat a case against Mr. 303. Wow, it's just amazing how it all comes back around to that.
Pedo department, the catfishing department.
You definitely got it nailed down.
Up in one and one.
Blue Who Effect definitely has that nailed down.
In my opinion, it all boils down to, creeping on children in one way or another, or pretending that you're a child.
Wow.
Anyways, that's all I'm gonna touch on this one.
Man, he's more obsessed with children, and those kidnapper gloves worry me a little bit. And him being aligned now with PDF, whether he likes it or not, he was all promoted by him yesterday as I'm getting dragged. Interesting, right? Blue Who Effect getting promoted all day yesterday in these really interesting places throughout the internet. We'll go to the next video. Thanks for joining in and checking this out. Well, before we get into this next video, it's Monday, April 17th, 2023. It's shill bags that gotta protect some dirty cops out there. Not good. And I can say so much, but this is a piece of the pattern of evidence that I use. This is just one of the many cases that's been coming up. So since I finalized my, let's say, internal investigation on the rodent and bailed out, right? Got the heck out of there. Milked everybody for all they got, figured out who the main supporter was. Then I turned my focus on the internal audit of the oversight for the police corruption, the possible police corruption, the possibility of the police department and a detective for some reason, well, we'll get into that more. Detective losing his job, losing his qualified immunity surrounding that case. Well, that's worthy of that side of the investigation that no one else really thought of doing. And I wonder if they're actually doing damage control, all of these bastards here, for something like this.
Work is gruesome to read.
Oh yeah. By the way, sorry that I have to keep playing this particular video. It is pretty gruesome. Not gonna dwell on this side of the aspect of the investigation, but this needs to be played.
Dominique, the reason we are in Alvin tonight is that one of the two women connected to this case is right now sitting in the Alvin City Jail. This is 3 members of law enforcement we're talking about tonight, and some incredible allegations. Before Harris County Precinct 1 Deputy Constable Robert Johnson committed suicide this week, he unraveled an incredibly disturbing tale. A dying declaration implicating at least 2 other law enforcement colleagues, females, who to varying degrees participated in the drugging and sexual assault of minors.
This has been a tragic week for us. I pray for these victims.
Outgoing Precinct 1 Deputy Constable Chanda Williams is 43 and freshly charged with sexual assault of a child. Her arrest paperwork is gruesome to read, detailing how Williams and Johnson allegedly teamed up to sexually assault a child who Johnson drugged in December of last year. Also charged, a former Precinct 1 dispatcher, Christina Michelle McKay. She's 45, and Friday was held in the Alvin jail, charged with aggravated sexual assault of a child. Her arrest document tells an equally disturbing story. At this Pearland Holiday Inn in August 2020, where a child was drugged and sexually assaulted. McKay admitted to providing the sedation pills, and when they were done, quote, Christina stated that Robert then put the child over his shoulder and left the hotel with her. McKay, that dispatch...
Don't you dare forget how far back I go.
I know you do.
Block Aaron. I don't want to hear any more shit from you, brah. Do the right thing now.
So, you know what I find interesting, actually, about that last clip is that, yesterday when they were playing the clip over and over again, saying, shit, I folded up, right? 20 years of my BS career here. No. Been doing a lot of other stuff, just besides, uploading to shill platforms, to police us by loser effects, right? They're the police, him and Fellowmon, and Dakon and Yax, right? Okay, and Tony, right? But what I find interesting is that, when people play that part of the clip, there's always some little shillbag sock account that's got to pop up and say, oh yeah, Cox, you need to fold it up. You need to get off the internet, right? Okay. I would like, let's go through these right here. That's amazing, some of these comments that have built up. That's what I usually do after a shillbag tries to blast me, right? I'll go through the comments. Alright, I'd like to see anybody or enabler challenge this, usually from the dark side. No, actually, DooDoo effect, the dark side was loving it. Right? You've been promoted, and you're in with the dark side now. They're doing great with your Phantom of the Opera masks. You mix right in really well with the Pedo Defense Force, the PDF Force. See, look, and you know what the thing is? I don't think any of these are published. I don't know. He might have all of his comments on approval and not approving these, but they sit there so you see them. But but wait a minute. Here's the not so crazy lady. Here, let's make sure. The not so crazy lady. Yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah. See. Oh man. She just loves Detective Gomez. They can't. It's sickening. Well, what she didn't do, Miss Lamewad here, is she weaponized, just like others, weaponized the victim in that case, instead of reaching out to her, Miss Victim's Advocate here, instead of reaching out to her and helping her out to make sure she could testify, okay, as this great victim's advocate, the girl has been killed, okay, nefariously, which people aren't going to really look into. That's why there's a corruption side of this investigation. I think that witness was going to bust them all out. Not that they were all working together. There's something nefarious going on there. Isn't that amazing? Right? Oh, and by the way, see, one more thing they're not going to bring up is that the rodent was pro bono on some of his cases. No one needed to make a defense fund for him. Right? Just like Edward S., all these blowhards thinking they can get into people's personal files and so forth. Even Edward S. could not get into sealed files within the sicko side of the case that you guys are so obsessed with. Let's keep going. Who is us? Well, there is no us. There's just myself doing an audit, internal investigation, just like I did to your connections with Pahrump Federal Prison there. Hopefully, your decorated veteran significant other wasn't part of any torture in that jail. Is that what you're doing damage control for, that prison? I'm just wondering. Oh, here you go. Read around 847. That's what's in the background here. We're going to show here in a second, but there's more lead up to that, right? Read, he wants you to read the sick stuff. But what's interesting, see, this isn't white knighting for anybody. This is my findings on a case, that I saw through pretty quick, but had to stick with it, LARP it up to make sure, right? Just like Flathead, he can make sure that he's positive and stick around the longest, right? Even after the testimony of the son, he was still there trying to figure it out, giving him thousands of dollars, huh, guys? Huh, that's who. This is who did damage control for that main supporter we played in the last video. Thousands of dollars. What's this reply here? Oh, yeah, make sure you read the gross stuff. Huh, right? Make sure you read the gross stuff there. But what they don't want you to see is that. Now, I think, could be wrong, but I think I'm right in this one. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think there was 2 detectives in that department. One of them and both of them worked on this case. One of them got fired, lost his qualified immunity. Thing is, you don't want that. You don't want your police departments and sheriff's departments wasting money on bad detectives that have to go ballistic because they've got a good professional gaslighter like the Rodent that's gonna find a loophole to try to get you fired because you wanted them put in jail that bad, or there's something bigger going on here. So that's not Mr. Cox white knighting for anybody. That's pointing out the anomaly. These guys are focused on this sick shit. I'm focused on why that guy got fired. For preparing a document, probably. I mean, I don't know. Prepared a statement. That's my anomaly. Oh my gosh, he's supporting pedophilia now. No, I don't want to see good detectives get fired, because you need them to take down the scumbags the right way so they don't end up suing you, or in this last case, using your children in instinct. Right? Wow, these guys up in your face, right? This is good. This is good. Let's go in. They are helping each other's now. How to get away with it? No. Wow, see, loopholes, word salads, yelling, and NLP programming. No, that's what you guys are doing, so people only focus on this sick crap right here. And you didn't help the victim repeatedly. Yeah, he does. That's why he's a scumbag. The other guy, more than likely Mr. Cox, he doxed and lied about me and others who tried to walk away from him for years. No, what you do is anytime, just like here, somebody does a video on me, you go in there spewing your bullshit. He falsely accused a decorated veteran with disgusting lies and has others do it for him on other platforms. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, well, I'm interested. Hey, if you're going to leave any more comments, what are these other platforms, right? Just like she jumped on with Flathead, that I was the sex link bandit. Mr. Cox is leaving everybody these sex links in their comment sections. That's what she did, and which tells me, and it's not, it's like I'm no sicko over here, okay? Like they're trying to portray, right? Wasn't me leaving the sex link bandit freaking links. But that makes me think that she might actually be doing damage control. Hopefully this decorated veteran did not have any participation in any torture in the Poooofff federal jail or prison. Yeah, well, I almost had to put a freaking restraining order on that guy, because actually when I stepped away, he kept on egging me on, trying to pull his bullshit, trying to keep in his LARP, right? Because they needed a patsy for Flathead, because they're all working together. From the beginning with poor Dirt Farmer up in there. Huh, DooDoo effect. Poor Dirt Farmer up in there the whole time. Saying he's setting people up. No, he's not. They worked with the rodent recently. Right? Oh, veteran status, and tries to use that as some special shield to get away with anything he wants to. Oh, do you guys need me to shut up and not talk anymore on the internet? Is that what's going on here? I find it hard to believe that this deranged loser was once in the service. Well, you got no idea what it's like, because you're only servicing your dipstick on your V8 with your 4-barrel, shining it up every day, thinking you're only one that knows what a V8 is. Seriously. He's done that. He did a video on that. I think he pulled it. Right? Does anyone else know what a V8 engine is? Do you know that's a V8? With a 4-barrel on it? He didn't even have to say that. I knew it was a 4-barrel. Oh my God, what a dumbass. So, since like I said, he's probably not publishing. That's why I'm doing this. Let's keep going on this. This is great. You guys are doing good. Oh, Fellowmon up in there, right? There you go. The affidavits don't line up. Well, yeah, because of this. That doesn't matter now, does it? And that guy may have been fired? Right? That's not helping out the rodent. His case is, he's done. Right? You guys are the ones that were supposed to smash that guy. You said you would. But you haven't for some reason. This is great. Let's look at the replies. Oh, there you go. Fellowmon and NSC lady and the DooDoo effect. Getting into it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. See, this is why I don't stop on you, NSC lady. Anytime someone makes a video, you come in with your witchy poo-poo witchcraft shit. Jokes confesses about talking a drive young lady down a dark, bumpy road while receiving oral satisfaction. Wow. It wasn't dark once again. See, this is why they don't watch the videos. In the last video, you'll see why. Right? He doesn't want to watch the videos because he doesn't want to really talk the truth there, or debate. That's why he goes to Skype. Not so crazy lady, right? Oh, they attacked me on Cox's panel. He let Cade attack me. No, I was just hoping you'd tear Cade up, you dumbass. You wanted to. Just like who Miss Glittery Stalkers wanted to go in. Malibu wanted to go in. Put me in, coach. Open up the arena for me. Right? And I was hoping she'd tear up Cade. She did, a little bit. But then blamed it on me that I let my friends, which I don't like Cade at all, attack her. So when she comes up with bullshit like that, and bullshit like this, right? And I just told in the last video, okay, you gotta go back to the last video, the story, what happened on my 30th birthday during the day. Yes, it was down a bumpy road where no woman was hurt in that act. No blown out tonsils or freaking, holes in the side of the neck or anything. Okay, just saying. Right? This was during a live. What? And many people, he's a vile and complete disappointment as far as being honorable or integrity. What? Dude, you can't even, she's so triggered. This lady's so triggered. He's the very thing I described in the allegory 5 years ago. Monsters are real. No, the monster is who you aligned with, okay? Okay, DooDoo effect here. Get this, okay? Right? You aligned with a monster called Flathead Corruption Watch, the main supporter of the sicko you guys just love to promote. You're just loving it. You're loving it. Right? The sicko you like to promote. You guys are promoting them. Flathead Corruption Watch, while trying to bust out the rodent, repeating the same witchy poo-poo crap this lady repeats. Okay. He was doing that for days upon end. with a toddler in the room. That's some NLP programming, not so crazy lady. Aligned with Miss Linda Lemons, that somehow had something to do with, and friends, since you guys like to align everybody as friends, your bestie there, Linda Lemons, NSC lady, that met up with somebody from the Alex Jones crew. And we won't even go into Miss Linda Lemons' daddy's history of being a, agent or a fed, something like that, right? We don't need to go into Painful. Hey, Painful buddy, Richard, right? Sending her weed through the mail and paying her rent like you did too with Dr. Renee, huh, Painful? That's also around and pumped up with this lady in Dankus. Huh, Dankus. Not so crazy lady's main puppet. Like Fellowmon. And now Boohoo. Right? Isn't that interesting, everyone? You guys just do such a good job at helping me bust you out. I mean, aligning with the dark side in PDF yesterday and getting promoted by PDF and them just having a laugh at it, right? Trying to deflect away from them recently, within, I believe, the last 6 months, helping out the rodent with a case. We played the clips. I know it doesn't matter to you guys. Perjury is a bitch. If he actually attempted that, the punishment of it, keep people in line. Man, you're triggered too, dude. Seriously, this guy's triggered too, man. The DooDoo effect. Okay, see, and these are the ones that go around in their sock accounts that have to project that CNN was watching an 8-year-old girls. They were 8. Right? Well, you guys want to keep the pressure on him. It's a good legal exercise. Let's put it that way. Keep calling the cops on him like you are and all that. He's been encouraging it. You got to say we're friends and all that. Dude, you guys got some shady connections, man. Wow. Yeah, promoted by Poor Dirt Farmer yesterday, DooDoo. That's why you got some extra hits, man. You guys are doing great. Loving it. Isn't that great? Oh, wait a minute, we got more. We're gonna go through them all. There's not a lot there. So true. Oh, another Fellowmon. Look at these Fellowmon. Fellowmon. Here, let's see. I can't believe this about bot. Oh yeah, keep the pressure on Fizzle. It's so interesting how Fellowmon is all aligned with the Cone, Poor Dirt Farmer now, right? DooDoo effect, the main supporter of the rodent Flathead, did damage control for Eric Shilkerson and his suicide LARP for a sicko. It's not interesting. What's truth? And keep this dead pedo alive. See, they got to keep that dead pedo alive because, no, this is no BS. Poor Dirt Farmer actually said it in public that, he was going to have Thanksgiving dinner with that dead pedo right there, invite him into the table for dinner and have a little chat. Isn't that interesting? I would never summons in from the dark side that the DooDoo effect is aligned with now, summons in a dead sicko. Just to let you know. You guys are amazing. Wow. Right? Let's see. In the video, oh, these guys are digging deep. Let's talk about people's moms. References his mom in the video to go upstairs to talk to her. Another society defunct that sits around acting predatory, trying to be somebody. A DooDoo effect, I can almost guarantee you, because the way you lash out on the internet, you've probably got a real shitty job, right? That's why you need to see everyone else's DD-214s. Well, they're W-2s, right? And this whole crew wants me to show my DD-214. I already have. But anyways, that's why DooDoo effect wants people to show their W-2s and paycheck stubs. Because, do you have to try to feel better that you got a better job than somebody else that's already got a shitty job? Right? Is that what's going on here? Because I'll tell you what, CMN probably has the best job out of all of you. Just saying that he's probably been with the longest. Just saying. That's just stating fact. That's not white knighting for anyone or being best friends, right? But it doesn't matter, once again, who really talks to who, huh? But you guys got to project this sickness on these girls were 8. Or not so crazy lady. He was with a young girl on a dark, bumpy road. Completely opposite. The only thing she got right is there was some road hummage happening. Consensual. Well, at first I was like, whoa, baby, what are you doing? It's like, it's your birthday. Shut up. Oh, okay, but I might blow out your tonsils on this bumpy road, right? Somebody might see us. It's during the day. Shut up and keep driving. She puts her freaking hand on my gas leg and punches it. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Dukes of Hazzard shit. Right? 30th birthday, dirty 30s. Are you jealous about that too, Boohoo? Has it been a while for you too? Because I'm sure like once you meet a chick and you start telling them about your online activities, they run. Just an FYI. Right? More than likely. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, see? If only you knew sick it was and is. See, she's so triggered. So what happens? Leaving words out, getting triggered. I posted up a few videos of him a year or so ago, touched a little on what he was into and who he supported. Well, right now you're supporting, you're getting supported and supporting. You're probably in the background, polishing your V8 there, your 4-barrel, watching, just getting the lowdown in the back end. This is happening while you're play fighting with Tracy. That's just the way I see it. But interesting, who supports this guy? Huh. Yep. We showed you this yesterday. It's probably not published. Special Olympics. That's right. Poooofff Effects likes playing those games is J-Mon, Fellowmon, and Stankola, and Troll Up. It's low grade. She sees through it. Maybe. No more excuses. Oh, I love that part. That's great. Yep, see? Not gonna reply back. Wow. Yep. I think she is projecting to protect her significant other decorated veteran that may have tortured some people in Pahrump, Nevada Federal. If you really listen to him, you can tell he is nuts. Yeah, dude, you guys drive me nuts with all your sick shit because you want people to look at this, but not at that again. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Flippity floppity. Right? This guy, DooDoo Effect, he has seriously flip-flopped and aligned himself with some really shady characters. All you got to do is look at Twitter drop number 9. Seriously. I think that might be it. Let's make sure. Yeah, wow. All right, let's pause and make sure we don't have anything else to add to this video. Now, I don't know if we got this in there. Oh, yeah, we did. The Poooofff Effect. Man. You guys, good trying job yesterday to drag Mr. Cox to deflect away from your serious network of sickos you rub shoulders with their DooDoo Effect. Well, just to recap real quick. So, DooDoo Effect has been aligning with, whether he knows it or not, Yak's Fellowmon. And they know it. We showed it. We showed in the screenshots from yesterday in the videos that were released. Poor Dirt Farmer aligning with Poor Dirt Farmer now, whether he knows or likes it or not, since they like to use this guilt by association thing that everyone's supporting together and always and right now, right? And no, but definitely trolling you guys pretty dang hard. And it worked, because guess what? We got show bags like the Fellowmon crew running right in running right into Sanctuary, the PDF crew, working together with Flathead, all tied up with Eric Shilkerson. He didn't know, right? Eric didn't know. Bull crap. Showed the... Well, how did Flathead end up in Eric Shilkerson's chat? We showed the screenshot. Main supporters right there, teaming up, trying to do damage control for what they were doing. Suicide LARPing and giving thousands of dollars. But DooDoo Effect isn't going to go into that. He doesn't have the depth. He's just a surface shill behind a mask and kidnapper gloves. It's really creepy to me, dude. Good try, though. Once again, good try, dragging the cocks. You guys did good. We'll have fun with this. Peace out.